Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Everyday Goth Collective. I am your hostess, Crystal. Now, I don't know if you've been following today, but your girl's feeling a little crafty. We've already made a pair of earrings. I'm actually filming this while the video in there is uploading. Thought might as well go ahead and get a head start. Why not? I am not done I'm not ready to stop, and I still have some more that I can show you. So if this is your first time viewing one of my videos, yeah, this is Craft With Me Part 2. So throw on your cutest, most comfortable stuff, and let's get into it. So, if you weren't around for the last video, I showed you guys a couple of bat themed pieces of jewelry that I had, you know, just from a cheap wholesaler, necklace and a couple of earrings. I want to make them look more similar. They have totally different shaped beads. These don't have any metallic bits on them at all. I mean in the part here and here. So I think that maybe we can do more. I'm going to try to reorganize this differently than part 1. I learned a couple of lessons, and for example, as soon as I get done explaining this, I'm going to show you my workstation, and you'll see that things are a lot better put together. And well, let's get into it then. So here is the workstation. I've pretty much tried to take the liberty to prepare ahead of time, you know, put the colors out that I'm going to use. I went ahead and dug through Bead Mountain. I found these, and I don't work with these a lot, so I think I'm going to give them a try. You know, just trying to be prepared, trying to stay on top of this. We're basically just going to go with whites, blacks, and metals. These little spider things are really cute. If I can get them to focus. There we go. Yeah, these are the materials I'm going to be using, and I'm sorry if my mat looks a little dirty. I use it for makeup and nail polish. That's what that little smudge there is. But anyway, let's get to work. Alright, so the first thing I have done is I have gone ahead and I have taken the necklace apart. I have put the little loop things that come with it off to the side, because those are actually very useful for when you want to reattach something later. And especially because of the fact that we are going to be attaching a lot of things that may not have loops. Like, as you can see, these have a few in there, but I am not going through Bead Mountain. What I've got is what I've got. So, and by the way, just in case you were wondering, this is my real hair. It's just really long. So, yeah, I did wear extensions at one time, but that was a thing of the past. So, I think the easiest way to do this is I want to go ahead and take these little spider things. I'm going to separate them, and I'm going to make these little, I call them accent bars. I don't know if that's officially what they're called, but it's basically just a double-ended loop bar like this. And basically all you do is you just put a lot of decoration, and then you could put it in between the chain and the main focal point of your pendant. I actually did it in a video that I recorded a little while back with the bat wings. But let me go ahead and get that started, and then I will show you guys what I've got. Okay, so this is what we have now. The only thing that I have done without you guys is I took this piece right here and I took out one of the beads and I added a new bead casing. And you remember that cross that I showed you in the first video from that necklace. Yeah, we're refurbishing that. There you go. Now we're in focus. Moving on up, I left that open just so that way it'd be easier to reattach, and it's not really sliding off because of that bead. And there's the bat, the central focus. Both of these sides are the same, so we'll just go up here. I've got these little spider web things. I have that right there to attach, this right here. And then these are the accent bars I was telling you about. It's basically just a loop, one of these, and I put beads on it and then looped it on the other side. The important thing about these is that you want them to be the same. Like, you see how that is straight? It's got to be on the straight on the same side. Here, let me see if I can show you. And even I'm not perfect. It takes practice. But anyways, moving up the chain, this is just something that I kind of like to do whenever I personalize my jewelry. I'll find a little charm or something like that, and I'll attach it to the chain. And I usually think that makes it look pretty cool, especially if, like, you got your hair up and it's draping down your back. But that is the necklace. The focus is terrible. I know, I'm sorry. But anyways, now it's time to put this sucker together. I figured it'd be so much easier to just show you guys, you know, what's going on first and then put it together. Alright, and now's the part where I sit here with you and we just kind of talk and I put it together. Yay! I figured this would be a lot easier than having to hunt for beads. I will admit that I did have to go back into Bead Mountain to find a few of these things, but that's okay. At least you guys didn't have to hear it, really. So all I'm doing here is I'm sliding it up, and then I'm going to curve it inwards. I usually do it that way, it's just easier. Let's see. It's also a little bit long, so if it's too long, just take a little off the top. You don't want too much extra there. It'll make it a little difficult to curve it. Unless you're wrapping it around, in which case, go crazy. Make it as long as you want. But I find it's just easier. Let's see, this takes a little bit of focus. Let's see. It's hard to go from the side simply because, you know, there's a bat in the way. But anyways, I actually got an email yesterday, you guys, that I am having my graduation ceremony. Yay! It'll be online, but I kind of already gave myself my side shave, so it should be fun to figure out how I'm gonna make a cap and gown look. If you guys want, I can tag you in the stream. I'm sure my college wouldn't mind. But anyway, here's what we've got going on right now. Isn't that so pretty? I think the cross just really, really brought it together. So that's why when I sat there and I just was looking at it, I was like, yes, that's where that goes. It was meant to be there. And don't worry, I've got plans for this other necklace. Not sure if I'll get to it tonight just because it may have been just a few minutes for y'all. But for me, it's actually been quite some time since I started doing this. There is a little bit extra that goes into editing, I suppose. Also, not only did I find out that we are going to go ahead and have our ceremony online, but I also made the dean's list. Yep. I got all A's last semester, and as you know, I work at the college. I find it I find it that it's my personal responsibility that if I work there, the least I should do is get good grades. But anyway, when you have these, all you can really do is, just open them back up, be very gentle. Be aware that your beads may slide around a bit, and that can be a little annoying. Just use your pliers to hold them down. I think you'll be very pleased with the result. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And of course, you'll get a better view of it whenever I'm done. Let's see. I'm listening to music too. Right now on the docket, we are listening to Kenny Chesney. But Crystal, that's not goth. Well, I know. If you've been here, you'd know. I listen to lots of music. I don't really discriminate. While I don't like all of Kenny Chesney's songs, definitely not. I do like a couple, and I won't just not listen to them because it's not metal. There's no point in that. Let's see. There we go. It's starting to come together. And yeah, like I said, I figured this would just be a lot easier than a 20-minute long suffer sesh of y'all watching me going through Bead Mountain. I realized after editing that last video that was super loud when I had to go through that drawer. And I know that if I was someone watching with headphones, I would not want you to offend my ears that way. So I'm going to try to keep Bead Mountain out of this. It still exists. It's actually right here next to me. But yeah, we're gonna try to not go there on camera, just so I don't offend your ears. And it also, doesn't really work. Everything just kind of gets in the way. Let's see. Sorry, this part's really hard sometimes because these like to bend. And the beads are not working. Crystal, it's not the bead, it's you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. By the way, what do you guys think of this? Like, I was just kind of... I have my contacts in, the ones that I went and got on Monday. By the way, my doctor was really friendly. He took really good care of me. He gave me a lot of tests that I've never actually had before. I usually just do Walmart doctors, but now that I am married, I tried out my husband's doctor. It wasn't that bad. My eyes, thought differently though, because that was awful. But, they have to put certain dyes and drops into your eyes to test things. Okay, I think I finally got it. Sorry, that was just nothing but struggle there for a couple minutes. Okay. Now the last thing I'm going to do is reopen the other side and try to add the chain. I think this looks fantastic. And then we'll start on the earrings, and I think that'll be a pretty good video. I mean, a set of jewelry. But anyways, let's open up this end here. And yeah, like I said, they're gonna try to slide around a lot. Just open it as much as you need to. No more, no less. If you open it anymore, then things are really gonna slide. Okay. Let's see, what else can I talk about? I know last time I mentioned that I like to color. Yeah, I do. And actually, I've been told at some point in my life that it wouldn't be a bad idea to do a YouTube video showing me coloring, because I'm pretty good at it. Alright, and the necklace is done, you guys. I will save the finished product for the end, for when I do the full reveal. But for now, let's move on to the earrings. I will see you in a couple minutes. So to start, all I did was I removed the chain and this little bit here. I don't think I'm going to keep these. I think I'm going to make my own little thing that's going to go across. I'm also, like I said, going to use these right here. Hold on a second, let me get them on the camera. Right here, I've already put bars on them, you know, trying to prepare ahead of time. And I'm going to put a few beads on there, not many, and they're going to go up here. But I think that is going to look amazing. I might still try to find a way to incorporate the chains, but like I did with the necklace, let me go ahead and just get the bulk pieces together, and then I will put it together for you. So I just wanted to show you real quick what I had managed to do. This is actually pretty freaking cool looking. So basically all I did was I took this bar right here, the one with the hook, you know, the one we've been talking about. I hooked it to the bat, bent it. Well, I put the beads on first, and I put the chain on, and we decided we're going to go ahead and refurbish the chain. Yes, we are going to do it. But anyways, yeah, I just bent it, and it's actually really cool looking. I really like it. But I'm going to go ahead and do the other one right here, so that way we can just get that out of the way. And then I will show you the process of putting this sucker together, along with, you know, these. They'll have beads on them too. So here they are, the earrings. We ended up redoing the loops on the bottom parts here. They were actually pretty awful. I'm sure you can see the bead shrapnel. The loops that they had were just really awful, and they were really horribly bent, and you could tell that they were probably on their last legs. But here's basically what happened. I replaced them with those little spider web things. I figured those looked really cute. We're going to attach them to these. And here we go. Hello, it's my face again. Alright, so this one is actually very simple. We've already pretty much set ourselves up for success here. With the decorative bars, like I said, you want to make sure when you turn them, they are the same. So that way your image does not come out backwards or turned around. That's not what we're looking for here. By the way, we have changed up the music. Now listening to Black Hole Sun. It's a very old song. I mean, I'm 27, so pretty old. But not that old. I know there's lots of people out there older than me. I'm just one of them old souls. You know what I mean? Here's the part that's tough, is because I made these extra super small, so it's just going to be awful having to crimp these closed. But this is why we suffer. Okay, so there's one complete. So how have you guys been? I hope you guys have been doing safe things, you know, not putting yourself or anyone else at risk. It's kind of hard right now these days. I know here in Texas especially, it's protests are happening, and I'm a microbiology major, you know. It's really hard to see the world going like this when we have the knowledge to, you know, not act like this, but we are. This is really hard. I have some needle nose pliers around here somewhere, but my husband is also a crafter, and sometimes he uses them as well for his leather working. Maybe one day I can do a little collaboration with him and we can show you what it's like when we work together. Typically, he'll do like the leather and I'll take care of like any painting that happens on the leather, or, you know, designs as far as like tooling. I also draw designs. But yeah, I drew the bat designs. I actually got it from a YouTuber, honestly. I like the way it framed her necklaces. So I was like, yeah, I too have an abundance of necklaces that probably need proper framing. So let's get some bats. I did draw mine out though, and I gave it to the artist, and they've been pretty popular. I know I've had a couple people ask if they could use them. But anyways, I think we are now done with these earrings. Let me set them up so you guys can see what they look like all finished and on the table. And then I will model them for you. And we can go ahead and close out the first day of Craft with Me's. And here it is, you guys, the finished product. Necklace and earrings. As you can see, I used the same little web pattern. I was going to use one of these. I can't really see it, but that's supposed to be a spider. I was going to use that down here, but as I told you in the beginning of the video, I just thought the cross looked so much better with the bats. I tried to use the same color beads throughout. I think I did a pretty good job. We stuck with the pearlescent metal gray. I don't know about you guys, but I adore these bead cages. They look just here. Let me brighten it up. There you go. I adore these bead cages. These right here. Here's just a tinier version of that same bead cage. I love this set, and I hope that it looks good on me. It's not really wanting to focus. But let's try it on. Let's give her a good old college try. Alright, welcome back. We are now onto the modeling phase. What do you guys think? Let me go ahead and get you a good view here. Yeah, I think those came out fantastic. I love them. And, oh, they match the necklace so well. I swear, I'm not trying to just show you guys my cleavage, but it goes really low. But yeah, I enjoy using just those little bars, you know, and you can put any color you want. Absolutely any color you want. You could even make it to where some of your jewelry is interchangeable this way. You know, you have different colored bars for different colored outfits, and you could change it out and all that stuff. But this has taken so much time. I can't even. It is like 10 p.m. right now, you guys. I have been at this forever. My husband was surprised when I went and got my laptop charger just now, because I've been in here in my vanity for so long. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this as much as me. There is still a lot that I want to do here. Like, I showed you a couple of other crafts that I have in the first video. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to get to those today. but I am totally game for doing another craft with me tomorrow. So this has taken forever to do today. I have learned so much by posting these craft with me videos, just on how important it is to pre-plan and try to take into account, you know, the fact that you are going to be going back and forth between the computer and your craft station. It can only get better from here, guys. I have so much stuff, and of course there's still Bead Mountain. It's just really late. I'll probably just come back tomorrow and we can go ahead and tackle the stuff that I mentioned in the first video. But I really hope that you loved this experience as much as I did, and I hope that you were able to take away some creative license from it, or you know, have some inspiration of your own to make your own jewelry. But anyways, it is really late. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you guys so much, and love you, bye. Mwah.